Ebenezer, Abdul, Sogo, Fuseni, Ken, Quadro, AJ, and Ernest AJ. For Northern Region, goalkeeper and captain Abubakar Abdul Malik, Sadat Yakubu Muhammad, Hussein Idrisu, Hussein Abdul Majid, Ibrahim Muhammad Mudathir, Muhammad Sani Osman, Abdullah Hakim Abdullah, Mashoud Haruna, Abubakar Salim, Idrisu Mekan, and Mubasir Rukbini Amir. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the two young teams from the Brong Ahafo and Northern Region, and they will line up for exchange of pleasantries by the president of the Football Association, second vice president of the Confederation of African Football. Alright, so let's put our hands together. Okay guys, let's put our hands together for the president. So our president, your president.
Welcome to the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, where we are bringing you our continuing coverage of the MTN Elite Under-19 Championship. Second match of the day for match day 2, and this is going to involve Brong Ahafo and the Northern Regions. It's a game that a lot is expected from these teams. We have seen Team Northern in action. They won yesterday by 1-0 against Team Western. This is the first time of asking for Brong Ahafo as they step onto the field of play to show us exactly what they are made of. Fortunately, we've got the second vice president of the Confederation of African Football and president of the Ghana Football Association, who are in a resplendent combination of black and white colors. And he will move to the team Brong Ahafo, and also will be introduced to the members of the team. Now, ironically, both captains of these two sides are all goalkeepers, and so we are going to hear a lot of barking, a lot of shouting, a lot of issuing of commands from the goalkeepers to the men in front of them, because they are going to be the guard that he will rely on. And so a smile on the face of the GFA president says it all. Most grateful for this competition. Many thanks to MTN for supporting this initiative and for also giving Ghanaians an opportunity to see at first hand what these young boys are made of and what they can offer. It's a privilege to have the GFA president here. He has almost always been the conduit where we have been able to showcase what strengths we have at the youth development level. And so if you are in tandem with what we're thinking, the under 15, under 17 and under 19 have almost always been his baby, together with the Catch Them Young referees, indeed creating opportunities for the younger generation to step into the bold shoes that have been left by their predecessors. My name is Prince Anand. Once again, thank you very much for joining us here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. With me in commentary position is Nana Yao Techi, NY for short. So officials will take their seats at the VIP stand, and then we will continue with the game. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. We're looking forward to a very strong game between Team Northern and Team BA.
Did you get the one for the gun? Okay.
I catch them young officials are also here to show us exactly what they've gone through in terms of their training, in terms of their preparations, and obviously from what we've seen so far, we can dust off our clothes to say so far so good for the catch them young referees. We'll be introducing them in a minute, but they are the gentlemen to handle this game. Ibrahim Abdul Basit is the center referee. Will be supported by Aaron Jan as our first assistant, and the second assistant is Elvis Ajoyi. Our fourth is Felix Amponsan. Thank you very much once again for joining us. That's the technical bench of Team Northern. And let's quickly introduce the men from the north to you. Idrisu Amadou is the coach with Hudu Maulaya as assistant. Isa Al Hassan and Tahidu Muhammad Hashim are all there supporting. And for Team Brong Ahafo, the bench is headed by Coach John Dansunimade, and Moses Ifriye is his assistant, with Matthew Atia as the team manager. Benches look strong for both sides, and of course for the players on the reserve bench, they'll be looking at making an entree onto the field depending on when they are needed. And we want to believe that the first 45 minutes will show us nothing but the rich raw talent at the under-19 level, as we need to showcase their build-up and their progression from this level to the next level. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. We're coming to you live from the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence, and the action of all the matches is right here on Max TV. Teams psych themselves up. Team BA say their final prayers, and hostilities will commence in just under a minute. Once again, many thanks for joining us wherever you may be watching this action, but we are bringing you the steady growth of football from the grassroots level, and also bringing you the steady rise of these young ladies and gentlemen who want to be match officials. We've got 2 female referees here, and there we go. Hostilities begin. BA are playing from right to left. They are sporting the green outfit, and they take total control of the game right from the blast of the referee's whistle. Gideon Utabil, the gentleman in the number 7 shirt for Team BA, is one of the crucial players to look out for as they turn into opposition half. Northern region will have a lot of defending to do at this stage. Early days, early times, nothing to separate these two sides, but a long telling pass comes to the near side, and Team BA failed control from Yao Ajay, but they still have the advantage. Throw into Team BA. Lovely pass through the middle, trying to create the first opportunity. Referee notices an infringement and will give the advantage to the northern team. Brong Ahafo nil, Northern Region nil. If you've just joined us, you haven't missed pretty much. But again, we doff our hats off to our proud partners, MTN, for supporting this competition. It's the maiden competition. And Team BA, second time of asking as they get into enemy territory. It will be a first corner kick. First corner kick to Team BA, pushing forward progressively Osei Owusu Michael gets into the 18-yard box, would love to use his height to advantage. But so would Kumi Arthur Maxwell, the center back. He's the tallest on the field so far. Corner kick is on. They will have another opportunity to do it well. Team BA come forward. And it will be Northern's duty to clear out. Is booted out from Sadat Yakubu. Game will continue, and Team BA would want to keep the pressure on their opponents as they come forward with a throw-in. And now it will be the turn of Team Northern to also initiate an attack and show the rest of the world what they are made of. Ibrahim Mohamed gets ready. Pushed forward by Team Northern. And on the near side, Sadat Yakubu pushes it back to goalkeeper Abubakar Abdul Malik. Sent long out of the area, but Team BA will come forward through Hafiz. Ball has been taken away from Hafiz. There's a good recovery by Team Northern. And BA send the ball all the way back to goalkeeper and captain Abubakar Abdul Malik. His opposite number, Kwajoza Emmanuel, is also the captain of Team BA. So we've got two goalkeepers who are doubling as captains. It's the first long ball by Team Northern. Nicely tidied up in defense by Jacob Amponsa, the center back. And this, or the first few minutes of this game, will clearly give us an indication of how tough this game is going to be. Uncompromising nature from both sides. Jacob scores 4 marks in defense, free kick advantage to Team BA. Carefully building up the attack. Once again, Northern Region are under pressure. There's a run for it. Goalkeeper ensures that nothing is left to chance. Lots of running expected in this game. There will be long passes. Trying to use those long passes to outwit the defense of each other. Long ball in by Kojoza. Northern Region trying to build the attack. But goalkeeper at the other end of the field deals with Eddie Manuel. Steady concentration of the hostilities, especially around the center circle, as Team Northern will pick up the challenge. Foot up. Advantage will stay with Team Northern. Free kick from within the center circle. Not the best of free kicks. There's still a battle for it. Advantage will stay with Team Northern as they continue their forward march into enemy territory. Team BA under some amount of pressure at this time. They would have to do well to control the onward march by Team Northern. And goalkeeper Kojoza Emmanuel, as we indicated earlier on, the two goalkeepers will be issuing out loads of instructions. Free kick to Team Northern. It's drilled long, but it's dealt with by Kojoza. Team Northern will be looking at employing the services of Osei Owusu Michael, especially when they have opportunities in opponents' territory. Team Northern would have Idrisu Mikdad as one of the tall players who loves to come forward. Is a long ball. There's a chase. No problems at all for Team Northern. BA initiate another attack, this time from center. The chase is on, but obviously goalkeeper will get there first. Goal kick advantage to the Northerners. No problems at all. 7 minutes gone in the first half. And both sides making some inroads into each other's territory. Potency levels have not been decided. But Team BA, good control. Tries to go past 2 men. A bit difficult for him at this stage. Clearance by Team Northern. Northern come forward. Careful marking in defense. Atao being the right back. And it's goalkeeper Kojoza who picks it up nicely for his team. Thumbs one downfield. Can it be kept in play? Over the line it goes. BA still come forward. Lovely connection. Kept in play. But he's got men in front of him to contend with. Can Team BA go around them? Defenders is swung in, but a bit too strong. No problems at all for Team Northern in defense. And again, watch out for the outbursts of Team BA, clearly showing that they would love to do a lot more of the attacking, using the flanks as an advantage for them. The Northerners have 2 centre backs who seem to be on the taller side. And once again, it's Team BA. Lovely pass, lovely hook up. The player goes down. Referee blows the whistle, and without a doubt, BA have an opportunity at drawing first blood.
Yes, definitely they have an opportunity to draw the first blood there, and you can see the connection and link-up play from Michael Osei Wusu and Blessing Dramina. They knew what they were doing. Blessing Dramina, very, very swift. Got a pass there laid down for Blessing Dramina. Blessing knew that once he get into the penalty box, any little contact will draw a penalty from the referee. Referee Ibrahim Abdul Basit making sure that Abdul Malik Abubakar, captain of Northern, this is going to be Kingsford Edubami against Abdul Malik.
Kingsford goes in 1, 2, 3. No problems at all. And we've seen some brilliant penalties taken in this championship since its beginning. And that clearly is one of them, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way.
Yeah, that is something that they also do in training sessions. You need to have these kind of magical moments as part of the game. Dead ball situations. When it gets to your way, you need to take opportunity of that. That was a good penalty there from Kingsford Edu Bami. Send the goalkeeper the wrong direction. Pick the spot, coolly slot in there. Nicely done.
No problems at all.
So that is it. BA draws the first blood, and it is Team BA 1. Kind courtesy of Kingsford Edu Bami. The man on your screen there. See how the Northern team are going to respond to that.
Well, the stage has been set early in this game, and just around the 10 minutes, Team BA show the reason why they are here. Obviously would want to be rated as one of the top under 19 regional teams. And they have scored the first goal. Will control now as they seek to build up and get into their opponent's half again for yet another opportunity. But again, like we've told you earlier on, and we keep telling you, the Ghana Football Association under the leadership of Ket E.S. Okreku is determined to ensure that all levels of association football are duly and adequately catered for, from under 15, under 17 and under 19. The Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence has been the venue for most of these youth competitions, and we are glad to be part of this build-up process. It gives us a clear understanding of how these players are given the opportunity to build up their career right from the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. And right from day one, we did indicate the fact that the future champions will be made from competitions such as this. 12 minutes gone. BA lead by 1. Northern are yet to show us exactly what kind of quality they've come into this competition with. But sooner or later, they will be doing this, just that.
Not forgetting that the Northern team yesterday won their first game against Western, won by a goal. I'll be looking forward to see how they're going to gather themselves up, facing up a BA side who have already drawn the first blood.
Long ball forward. Difficult for team Northern to make any progression.
Yeah, but obviously a Northern team need to develop and map up a strategy to really cancel the goal or even be on the lead before they go on recess. Yes, they played yesterday, but Team BA, this is their first match, and they'll really make sure to get all the points. And the battle is still going on there. Team Northern trying to force their way through. Their player being brought down. A referee bus seat. Whistle was for an infringement. So Northern player Hussein Idrisu trying to get through with a lot of bodies. There comes captain duties, goalkeeper for BA.
Yep, he would have to organize the men in front of him. And that's very, very crucial and important, especially in dead ball situations such as this. 3-man wall. And goalkeeper Kwajuza Emmanuel says it's good enough. Northern have an opportunity from the free kick. In the 18-yard box waiting is the likes of Hussein Idrisu. And then also he's got Migdad lurking. No positive effort from the free kick. BA have an opportunity to attack. Sliding tackle to the rescue was a throw-in advantage to Team BA.
There was a moment ago that was a poor effort there from Mashoud Haruna. I was thinking he should have gone in for a cross to let his colleagues get a connection on that. So Team BA, who will spread play to the right side, but no one was there to get on that ball. Goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Team Northern.
Again, they're finding it difficult to find their rhythm. Team Northern. It's not happened just yet. Maybe it's still early days. We've done a quarter of an hour already in the match, and the early establishment by Team BA gives a fair idea of exactly what kind of game they are trying to play, as Northern swing one right back at them. There's a careful run now. This is Hakim. Goes past two. On that left foot of his, he drills, but is blocked. Good recovery by Team BA. Over the line he goes. It's a continuous process for Team BA as they build up to see whether they can glorify themselves with yet another goal. throwing advantage. Yawa J does us the honors. It goes back to Yao. Strong tackle from Hakim. Game that clearly will define the levels of fitness of these players as they come forward. That's a wonderful through ball. Team BA have the opportunity. Shot on target, but it was a thank you very much gift for goalkeeper Abdullahi Malik. Shot straight into his arms.
Otabo Gideon should have done better on that occasion. Had so much time to think of what to do with the ball, and that feeble shot straight to the goalkeeper is a poor effort from Gideon Otabo for Team BA.
But they're coming forward. A back heel of a pass. Dealt with by Northern again. A strong tackle goes in from Hakim.
Once again, you look at Team BA, and when they attack, it looks promising. But the final third there is what they are lacking. Some moments ago, look here, there was the ball. Gideon Otabo had so much time to think of what to do with the ball, but that effort there was really poor from him. Ball get back to Team Norton, trying to build up from the back. Still with the ball, Team Norton, and let's see what they can do with this time, but there comes the defense of Team BA. Calmly done there. Spread the play, but good block there, but they still have the ball. Otabo still chase on. But referee Bassett sports an infringement, and it's going to be a free kick in favor of Team Northern.
And that's where Team Northern must be very, very careful. The counter from Team B seems to be very effective, especially when they break from the back. And it means there'll be a lot more work going into it. Good defending from Mohamed Hafiz. On that occasion, Hakim could not go past. And again, Hakim has been joining the build-up, especially from the right. Occupying the right wing like nobody's business. Here comes a throw-in for Team BA. Nicely done by Yawa J. Is kept in play, so says the referee. Good footwork. Dispossesses his marker nicely, sends it back to Yawa J. And Yawa J also sends it all the way back where the build-up will start for Team BA. And it's a careful build-up. They are not in a rush to go through the process, as it were.
Yeah, they know what they are doing. They are seeing that Norton team are not coming out, and so they need to draw them out of their shells with that careful build-up there. And it's a Team BA once again on the urgency, and they go in, but this time good block there from Team Northern. They're sending across, a header being connected. Oh, what a save there from the goalkeeper for Team Northern. That could have been a second goal for Team BA. Still Team BA with the ball in possession there. Twist and turn there, spread the play, but couldn't get his colleague, and this is going to be the turnaround for Team Northern. Spread the play to the right side. Still Team Northern with the ball in possession, trying to skip past his marker, but Jacob Amponsa is not going to allow him to do that.
Yep. Some strong defending from Jacob, but of course impeded the player in the process, made it very difficult for Idrisu Mekdad to go through. First assistant referee Aaron Jan got it spot on. And just take a look at the positioning of the assistant referee right there on the spot. He saw exactly what happened and took the right decision. Now it's an opportunity for Team Northern to see whether they can get themselves back into the game. So far, it's just about 21 minutes play, but I've been impressed with Hakim, the gentleman in the number 2 jersey for Team Northern. He's been probing, he's been coming forward a lot more times, he's been joining the build-up from the right-hand side of the attack. It's not been that effective as yet, but he's almost always available to support as they come through.
Team Northern will have the free kick, and it's going to be Mashoud Haruna, the number 6 jersey.
Let's see whether they can make any inroads with this free kick. It's a long one. Heads have gone up, but it missed a couple of heads. Still stays with Team Northern, but now inviting the attacks, and they will come. It goes over the line. Fortunately and thankfully, they have a corner kick. BA have a lot of defending to do now.
Definitely, they have a lot of defending to do because Team Northern are probing. Just done about 22 minutes of this first half, and Team Northern will develop and find any strategy to equalize the goal. Corner swung in there. Protest saying there was a handball in that process, but ball is back to Team Northern. Swings in, and no one there to connect that straight to the hands of Team BA goalkeeper Emmanuel. Emmanuel spreads play to his colleague, and his Team BA still hold on possession there. Dominic spread a play to the right side. The idea was there, but too much weight behind the ball. Not getting that accuracy he was searching for. And goalkeeper Abdul Malik sensing a long one. Good reading there from Team BA as they get the ball back. The pass not reaching to his player, but in the process, a man gets down, and it's going to be the number 3 jersey, Kingsford Edu Bami, who's on the score sheet for Team BA from the spot kick. Free kick, favor of Team BA, and the number 12 jersey man Yahweh J is behind the ball. Well, communication getting through. He lifts it behind for Jacob. Jacob spread a play to Yao. Yao sends a cross in, and that goes the second goal for Team BA. Just from nowhere, the man Kingsford Edu Bani, right place, right time, get the second goal for Team BA.
Build-up was sweet. It has been incessant pressure from Team BA. They kept attacking and attacking. Yahweh J did very well to maintain his composure here, and look at the connection. Pretty much Bami was left unmarked in the 18-yard box, so all he had to do was a tap in.
That was a good teamwork goal there.
Yep.
Yahweh J spotted a run from Kingsford Edu Bami, and once again, where was the marking on Kingsford? He just ran through the defense and just connected that ball.
Yeah.
And
there was no marking.
Yeah.
He had the easiest of tasks to slot it in, which he did very well.
I cannot judge the goalkeeper on that occasion. He had nothing to do with that ball. The defenders of Team Northern should have mapped up a strategy to stop that run coming from Kingsford Edu Bami. He's on a roller coaster already, having 2 goals in his name for Team BA.
Yep.
Cooling break now, and it's time, an opportunity for the technical team members to also have a word or two to their boys. There we have Team BA, and this is Team Northern. You could see them. They're not looking too good in the body language from the players and even the technical team.
Yep. Pretty tough for Team Northern. It was a tough game they had against Team Western, but they managed to pick up the points at the end of it, courtesy a 1-0 advantage. And it looks like it's the turn of Team BA to also show. Like I said from the onset, this is an opportunity for Team BA to also show us what they are made of. And clearly, they are showing us that, yes, they have the eye on the target. But again, they are playing a lot of consistent and constant build-up attack, which seems to be helping out a lot. In your shot is Joe Abu Salam in the white shirt. He's the chairman of the National Juvenile committee and was also handling the KGL under-17 championship, something that was organized and handled very, very well. And so I'm not surprised that he's here as well, together with the man he took over from in the National Juvenile Committee. I'm talking about the president of the Ghana Football Association, Kurt Okraku. Anyway, game will continue, and it's goalkeeper Kwajoza who goes back into his goal post. The instructions that he's been blurted out pretty much has led to a 2-goal advantage, and you saw his reaction when that second goal came for Team BA. So it looks like Team BA, so far, so good for them. Team Northern would have to think of something and something quickly to get themselves back into the game. But a steady approach, steady understanding from both sides. They're listening to the technical instructions coming from the bench. Let's see who would last. Who would last the half with a smile on their face. Here's Hakim. Hakim lays on a pass into the 18-yard box. There's a shot being advertised from a distance, but BA quickly reclaim their steps, get themselves into open spaces, and get out of danger zone. Team Northern presented with another opportunity to go forward, but again, and that's a strong tackle from Jacob Amponsa. Yes, he's a little bit worried, Idrisu Mikdad.
Yeah, he's complaining to the referee that he was fouled there, but before that, it was Alinat Dominic who was fouled there. That was a pool of shit there, and the referee spotted that. He whistled for that foul, and Idrisu Mikdad also had otherwise. It's going to be a free kick to Team BA.
Yeah.
They start off from the back.
And numerical disadvantage, Mikdad has gone off the field. Not too sure exactly why the referee asked him to go off, but there's something he has to correct. So I'm sure he definitely will be joining his colleagues back on the field in just a matter of time.
Team Northern not doing so much well with picking up their passes, stringing their passes to make Team BA chase them and work for them. So Team Northern who gets a long one there, but no one really to get on that.
Clumsy challenge, that is. Goalkeeper went down, player went down, but fortunately no trouble in terms of injury. And so Kwajoza will start the game for Team BA as they mount pressure on Team Northern. But again, Team Northern are lurking around, looking to pounce on any loose ball that comes their way. Mubashir Wumpini Kamil, the chap in the number 10 jersey, has been lurking around closely and waiting for a slip. It's half an hour played in the first half. Comfortable 2-0 lead for Team BA.
Let's see what Team Northern will also do. Well, we have done 30 minutes of the first half, and it seems Team BA, who are dictating the pace and stamping the authority and dominance of their opponent, Team Northern. Team Northern are not really pulling up their strings to get something out of the defense of Team BA. Something that the technical team of Team Northern needs to watch closely. Team BA are not going to fancy their chances. They will always fight for every 50-50 ball, even though they are up by 2 goals. Ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Team Northern. He does it quickly, but that couldn't get to his colleague. It's going to be a throw-in for Team Northern.
And so far, It's been difficult to tell exactly what the Team Northern have in mind or have up their sleeves. They keep throwing everything back at Team BA, but it's difficult to tell exactly what the plan is. Team BA on the other side, and there they come forward looking very confident, keeping the ball to themselves, opening places, creating opportunities. On that occasion, it was a good quick reaction from goalkeeper Abubakar Abdul. But again, for Team Northern, it's been a bit static. And they're making it very easy for Team BA to really understand the kind of game and quickly map up a strategy to stop them. So you realize that most of the time they may get into the 18-yard box, but the finishing is just not there.
Yeah. Good observation. And that is making it easy for even Team BA to also put a lot of pressure on their defense. They have the likes of Gideon Otabel, Blessing Dramina, Michael Oseo Usu, and even Kingsford Edu Bami, the man who have 2 goals in his name already. It's Team BA who start off from the back, spread a play to the right side. Couldn't keep it in play from Atal Bing for Team BA, but it's going to be Team Northern who will try to build up from the back, but see, good sportsmanship there from Gideon Otabel on his opponent. But that is what I like about a Team BA. Look where they cause their opponents not to get into their territory, right in their half.
Yeah.
And that is what I like about them. They are not going to allow you to have the space to penetrate into their territory.
And it's simply because they are playing high, and so they read or they get close to the opponent the moment they get access to the ball, which means that they render their build-up attacks impotent as early as possible. Goalkeeper Kwejosa goes down and makes a firm save out of that, but again, it's Team BA who are in total control of the game, putting pressure on their opponents this time. Goalkeeper, quick reaction, he gets to the ball first.
But I'm not okay with where the goalkeeper is, and I was thinking that should be a player. The left back position should be doing that job.
Yes, the left back position, in fact the left back player who was supposed to be there, Hussein Idrisu, had already moved forward, and so goalkeeper realized that he would be the first to get to the ball before the left back gets there, so he quickly reacted. But I thought that would have been a one-time clearance so that he doesn't put pressure on him. But here can BA as they create more opportunities, going through the middle. Oh, that was a strong tackle that came in. Player went down in the process, but goalkeeper again, he delays a second or two before he gets the ball out of danger zone. Talking about the goalkeeper, and he must count himself very lucky that so far he's been able to get out of that issue unscathed. But it could be dangerous when the pressure gets a lot more intense.
Yeah, and that's where he needs to be careful on that. But oh, what a heavy fall there on the Team Northern player. I hope he's okay. 2 players going for the ball, and they landed awkwardly.
Team BA player Jacob Amponsa came from behind, and so his landing would be a lot more awkward. But again, the pressure he put on his opposite number is what led to him also going down. But again, thankfully, we've got a strong medics team around here who have been working round the clock to ensure that players are very fit and very lively. And so in as much as we're doffing our hats off to the likes of MTN and of course the Catch Them Young officiating officials for the yeoman's job that they're doing, we also need to consider the fact that the medical team has also done very, very well. We've seen a couple of injuries occur. We haven't seen any major situations, but anytime the injuries occur, they are up to the task, and the team is led by Dr. Christiana Ba. We say thank you very much for being so hard working and ensuring that these young boys are quickly resuscitated, as it were, or quickly recover from the tedious nature of playing football here. This is the FIFA pitch, by the way, for those of you who may want to find out. The pitches here are labeled at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, and this is the FIFA pitch where almost all the competitive games are played. Player is being taken off the field, and we will give you updates on what exactly happens to him. But like I said, we've got the medics working round the clock to ensure that the best is done for the players. We will bring you updates on what's happening so far. But so far, all injuries have been treated fairly well, and the medics will continue to do us a very good favor by ensuring that they ensure that these young ones are all good, as it were. But 37 minutes gone. This is the 38th minute mark, and there's still a lot to prove, a lot to show. Team Northern will still try their best to come forward as the game goes on. How do they respond to the 2-goal lead of Team BA? Well, time will definitely tell. The referee clearly on top of the game and ensuring that all is just about well with the game. So far, so good. We've not had any worries. Particularly impressed with the catch them younger players. And Team Northern are making a substitution change. Abubakar Salim is on. Al Hassan Sumaila is the player, and he's come to substitute the injured player Abubakar Salim. And so referee picks up the ball, and we will continue with proceedings from here. Thank you very much for joining us once again. We are coming to you from the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. It's live pictures coming by virtue of the MTN Elite Under-19 Championship. Brong Ahafo lead the Northern region by 2-0. Long throw in by Team Northern as they come forward. It's a long throw, but there's nobody there to challenge for that. Game will continue. Coaches are telling the players, keep your eye on the ball. Let's get it sorted out. Let's do the best. And let's ensure that we have a friendly atmosphere here on the field of play. Team Northern still probing, but it's been very, very difficult. It's been a resolute kind of defending for Team BA, not keeping or not taking their eye off the ball for a second. Close marking, you can see on the field of play. Our J is very, very busy, and has also showed that he's good at that. Team North will come forward. They give the ball away, and BA will run at them. There's an opportunity to continue with that chase. Eventually it's kicked away. Over the line into touch for a throw in. The advantage will stay with the lads from Brong Ahafo.
Yeah, Gideon Otabel making things difficult for the defense of Team Northern. But injury update on Abubakar Salim is a head injury, and the medical team are just on him to make sure he is okay.
That long throw in, solidly headed out by Hussein Abdul Majid. But it's still hanging in there. Oh! They make it look so simple without any pressure whatsoever. And again, that's a goalkeeper who's happy with his colleagues up ahead in front. We'll show you the replay, but again, Team BA are just doing the simple things on the field of play. No problems at all.
Exactly. The fundamental stuff is what you need. Simple, easy as it is. Michael Osei-Owusu had that simple task to do. And look at that from Gideon Otabo. He spotted the run from Michael Osei-Owusu, and he had that simple task to do, just had it coolly. And you see, it's always coming from the wing backs side of Team Northern. I don't know what the problem is, but anytime they join the attack, they find it difficult to track back to do their defensive duties, and that is what a Team BA is using to help them. The ball swinging in from right and left side. Gideon Otabo will be swinging some in, and you find also Blessing Dramina and Kingsford Edu Bami also getting in. Not having and getting or even letting Team Northern to have any breathing space. And look at that. The loose possession again as Kingsford spread it play to Blessing. Blessing managed to get something out of that and wins a throw for Team BA. So being affected, and it is Kingsford sends a long cross in, and this time there is a player at the left side to handle defensive duties for Team Northern. Diano, a ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw in for Team BA. Approaching 44 minutes in the first half, and it is Team BA 3, Team Northern 0. Team BA spotted in the green jersey, whereas Team Northern in the black and white. And that's Team BA. Love possession in the ball and try to send the ball back to make Team Northern to come at them so that they can catch them at the back. Long ball there, not getting his colleague, but head goes eye. Try to spread the play to the other side, but it is Team BA spread the play there, and Blessing Dramina chase on. He get a cross in, and still ball in possession with Team BA. Still have the ball there, and Hafiz sensing a cross. Long one. Now he's being dealt with. A defense of Team Northern, and it's going to be a corner for Team BA.
They've given away a corner. That's Team Northern. And after playing 45 minutes with an additional injury time of 3 minutes, it could go either way. Short corner quickly affected by Team BA. The cross is on. It's a long one, too long. Nobody can get to it. It rolls over the baseline for a goal kick advantage to Team Northern.
Prince, when you observe something, you see what Team BA are doing. They are just flinging in crosses from left and right and all that. They have seen the weak link that they are also trying as much as possible to pile a lot of pressure in terms of putting in crosses in the defense of Team Northern. And I'm just surprised that Team Northern have not mapped a strategy to stop the crosses from coming in their defensive side. But here comes Team Northern, but that is a good reading there from the defender of Team BA, Maxwell Arthur Kumi.
Yeah, he did very well. Those long legs of his got to the ball first and tidied it up into safety. But again, well, that's another opportunity. This time it goes wayward. But again, the exploitation of your opponent's defense is basically the order of the day. You realize where the loopholes are, and then you try and engage them through those loopholes. BA have done it a few times. On 3 occasions, they've managed to get goals, which means that again, and at halftime, I'm wondering what will be running through the minds of the technical team of Team Northern. How do we stop the marauding attacks of our opponent. They need to seal those gaps and make it a bit uncomfortable and difficult for their opponents to take advantage of. Now, anytime BA have an opportunity and they're coming forward, they're either using the flanks or they're coming through the middle. There must be something they have seen that they are exploiting, and it is up to Team Northern to also take cognizance of what is happening on the field to correct those laps.
Exactly. And that we'll see after the recess what Team Northern will change when they get into the second half. But as total dominance in the first half from Team BA, they are up by 3 goals. Team Northern still not finding answers to 3 goals. Team BA have put past them. 3 minutes added on. Will be done soon.
That's a strong tackle there. Trying to go past his marker, but it's been very, very difficult for Oseusu to be justified in his approach. But he wins a free kick advantage to Team BA, gradually hitting the 3 minutes of add-on time, and so limited time to play for. This could probably be the last build-up before the referee blows the whistle for the end of the first 45. But again, it's Team BA. Threads it nicely into the 18-yard box. This time there are men in there to protect and defend. But that should be it for the end of the first 45 minutes, according to Ibrahim Abdul Basit, our center referee. Good job done so far, first 45 minutes. It's been quite one-way traffic for beginners of the competition. Talking about Team BA, Northern Region, who have had a taste of the action. They won yesterday by a 1-0 against Western, but they have been taught a real lesson when it comes to the game here. And the first 45 minutes has been tough, but it has also brought a lot of lessons out, and we'll wait and see how Team Northern will react to Team BA in the second 45 minutes. It's the end of the first half here at the FIFA pitch at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence, and at halftime is Brong Ahafo 3, Northern Region 0. Join us again in a couple of minutes for the second half. And there we go. Hostilities begin. BA are playing from right to left. They are sporting the green outfit, and they take total control of the game right from the blast of the referee's whistle. Into Team BA.
Okay, let's move out. I said team out.
Lovely pass through the middle, trying to create the first opportunity. Second time of asking as they get into enemy territory. It will be a first corner kick. You do it well. Team BA come forward, and it will be Northern's duty to clear out. Is booted out. So we've got 2 goalkeepers who are doubling as captains. It's the first long ball by Team Northern. Nicely, carefully building up the attack. Once again, Northern Region are under pressure. There's a run for it. Goalkeeper ensures that enough steady concentration of the hostilities, especially around the center circle, as Team Northern will pick up the challenge. Foot up. Northern is drilled long, but is dealt with by Kojoza. Team Northern will be looking at him, but he's got men in front of him to contend with. Can Team BA go around them? Defenders is swung in, but a bit too strong. Oh. And once again, it's Team BA. Lovely pass, lovely hook up. The player goes down. Referee blows the whistle
out there, and you can see the connection and link up play from Michael Osei-Wusu and Blessing Dramina. They knew what they were doing. Blessing Dramina, very, very swift. Got a pass there laid down for Blessing Dramina. Blessing knew that once he get into the penalty box, Malik.
Kingsford goes in 1-2-3. No problems at all. And we've seen some brilliant penalties taken in this championship.
Need to take opportunity of that. That was a good penalty there from Kingsford. Edu Bami send the goalkeeper the wrong direction, pick the spot, coolly slot in there. Nicely done.
No problems at all. As Northern swing one right back at them. There's a careful run now. This is Hakim. Goes past two. On that left foot of his, he drills, but it's blocked. The full through ball. Team BA have the opportunity. Shot on target, but it was a thank you very much gift
for Team Northern. Let's see what they can do with this time, but there comes the defense of Team BA. Calmly done there. Spread the play, but good block there, but they still have the ball. Otabo still chase up. Block there from Team Northern. They're sending across. A header being connected. Oh, what a save there from... play, but couldn't get his colleague, and this is going to be the turnaround for Team Northern. Spread a play to the right side. Still Team Northern with the ball in possession, trying to skip past his marker, but
first assistant referee Aaron Jan got it spot on. And let's take a look at the positioning of the assist. Let's see whether they can make any inroads with this free kick. It's a long one. Heads have gone up, but
behind for Jacob. Jacob spread a play to Yao. Yao sends a cross in, and that goes at the...
Team BA, they kept attacking and attacking. Yao J did very well to maintain his composure here, and look at the connection. Pretty much Bami was left unmarked in the 18-yard box, so all he had to do was a tap in.
That was a good teamwork goal there.
Yep.
Yao J spotted a run from Kingsford Edu Bami, and once again, where was the marking on Kingsford? He just ran through the defense.
The bench, let's see who would last. Who would last the half with a smile on their face. Forward looking very confident, keeping the ball to themselves, opening places, creating up, which means that they render their build-up attacks impotent as early as possible, so that he doesn't put pressure on him. But here can be, as they create more opportunities, going through the middle. Oh, that was a strong tackle that came in. Player went down in the process, but goalkeeper again, so that he doesn't put pressure on him. But here can be, as they create more opportunities, going through the middle. Oh, that was a strong tackle that came in. Player went down in the process, but goalkeeper again, he delays a second or two before he gets the ball out of danger zone. And let's ensure that we have a friendly atmosphere here on the field of play. Team Northern still probing, but it's been very close marking. You can see on the field of play, our J is very, very busy. And has also showed that he's good at that. Team North will come forward, they give the ball away. And BA will run at them. There's an opportunity to continue with that chase. Eventually it's kicked away. Over the line into touch for a throw in. The advantage was just long throw in, solidly headed out by Hussein Abdul Majid, but it's still hanging in there. Oh, they make it look so simple on the field of play. No problems at all.
Exactly, the fundamental stuff is what you need. Simple, easy as it is. Michael Oseo-Usu had that simple task to do. And look at that from Gideon Otabo. He spotted the run from Michael Oseo-Usu, and he had that simple task to do, just had it coolly. Approaching 44 minutes in the first half, and it is Team BA 3, Team Northern 0. Team BA spotted in the green jersey, whereas Team Northern in the black and white. That's Team BA. Love possession in the ball and try to send the ball back to make Team Northern to come at them so that they can catch them at the back. Long ball there. not getting his colleague, but head goes eye. Try to spread the play to the other side, but it is Team BA. Spread the play there, and Blessing Dramina chase on. He get a cross in, and
again, it's Team BA. Threads it nicely into the 18-yard box. This time there are men in there to protect and defend. But that should be it for the end of the first 45 minutes, according to Ibrahim Abdul Basit, our center referee. Good job done so far, first 45 minutes. It's been quite one-way traffic.
no sé si.
Welcome back to the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. We are just about getting ready to bring you the second 45 minutes of a very, very interesting game between Brong Ahafo and Northern Region. Fresh limbs joining us on the field of play before hostilities begin. And so for Team Brong Ahafo, we welcome Theophilus Intifo to join the squad. Team Northern are also looking at bringing on Justice Aha, who's just gone onto the field of play. Francis Ewua will also be joining them. And then Abdul Musowir will also get onto the field. So the technical team for Team Northern, of course, making these changes to see whether it would help in the second 45 minutes. The build-up for Team Northern must definitely and certainly improve. But it's all comfort for Team BA. They're leading by 3-0 and will continue from where they left off in the second half. Here we go. This time around, we're going to see Team Northern playing from right to left. And that's their goalkeeper, Abubakar Abdul Malik. Pushing forward now. Wayward pass. It goes over the line. Advantage is a throw-in to Team BA. Not the best of clearances. It will give the advantage to Team Northern as they come forward yet again. Keeping their eye on the ball. They send in the cross into the 18-yard box. Goalkeeper is committed. Misses the first opportunity. Bumps into a Northern Region player. He definitely will get the advantage, but he goes down.
And that's first incursion there coming from Team Northern on Team BA. See that first one from the goalkeeper. The second one, he got touch on the ball but clashed in with a Team Northern player. Just hope so that goalkeeper Kwajo Sa Emmanuel for Team BA is okay.
Yep. Must be pretty much okay. He definitely would have to lead his charges. He is the commander-in-chief for his side and so cannot afford to let them down at this stage. Also, although I must admit that that was a heavy bump. But he should be pretty much okay, and he would love to continue with the game. Team BA are also making preparations on bringing on some fresh limbs as well. And the bench looks a bit worried, but he's up on his feet. He says he can continue the game. And so he will do just that with the restart of the match. Free kick advantage. We are still here with the dignitaries who have paid the Ghanaman Soccer Center a visit and, of course, observing the game from a distance. We also have the technical committee also watching the game closely, taking down notes. And, of course, we need to build on this maiden edition to make the second edition a lot more successful. Good job done so far by Team BA. They still lead by 3-0. Opportunities in the 18-yard box. There should be a timely clearance by Northern Region. That they do. Controlled nicely. Did he keep it in play? Yes, he did. And it's Team BA on the offensive once again. Team Northern at this stage are trying to close in on Team BA early enough before they get into their half.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. In the first half, they gave them so much space to freely operate. And I'm sure the pep talk from the recess on Team Northern is to not to allow them space to operate.
And during the halftime break, we had a chat with the medics, and we understand that the situations for injuries recorded in this competition so far are minimal injuries, knocks here and there, bruises here and there, but it's been a simple walk through the park for them, and we're grateful for not only their presence and their time, but of course for their expertise in ensuring that these players stay fit as a fiddle. Build up from behind. Northern Region say thank you very much. They gather their lines very well. We're waiting for the cross, and the cross comes from Al Hassan Sumaila, but it was well dealt with. Here's an opportunity for Team Northern. That was close. Yes, it looks like they doubled their efforts to ensure that they put a lot more pressure on their opponents, Idrisu Migdad, with that missed opportunity.
Yeah, you can see that Team Northern are coming out a bit. That was a snapshot there from Justice Aha of Team Northern. It seems to me that the pep talk from the half time is what Team Northern we are starting to see from them in the second half, spreading their passes and fighting for every 50-50 challenge and pressing, and that is the key to go. And it seems Team Northern have started picking up their pieces in the second half. They need to do it as early as possible, because 3 goals is going to be a tall task, and anything can happen in association football.
Couldn't agree with you more. Long ball swung into enemy territory from Francis Ewa. Northern do well to regroup, but then easily they give the ball away. That was a late challenge from behind, and Justice Aha apologetic enough. Northern come forward. They're trying to use the long passes, but unfortunately players are not in the right place at the right time. Kwajoza with a simple clearance. An opportunity for Team B. He's looking to latch onto it with that left foot of his. The idea was good. And Gideon Otabel.
Yeah, Gideon Otabel would love to fancy his chances there. He loves to drive with his left foot. And many a times he gets the drive, but not the target he is searching for. He's looking to bend the ball to work the goalkeeper, but it was off target. It's Team Northern who have the ball now. Trying to work from the right flank. See if he's gonna get a cross in. Eventually does that. Goalkeeper comes out, but the defenders are there to make sure they clear their line, and eventually they do that. It's gonna be a goal kick for Team BA.
A little bit of a shove in the back did not allow him to control the ball to the best of his ability. That's good thinking by the defender, by the way. And here they come forward yet again, Team BA. Player goes down, ball goes out into touch for a throw-in.
Yeah, Jamina Blessing, player down there for Team BA. But it was A strong challenge from Abdul Musawa from Team Northern. It's going to be a throw-in for Team BA. Throw-in done by Ata Obeng, and referee spots an infringement there on Team Northern player. The culprit was Seyowusu Michael. A big kick there from Team Northern. And what a move there from Otabo. Otabo, very tricky player he is. Get through about 2-3 players, and then he was pulled back there. He gets a free kick. And look at that smile from him. He's a player who always torments, and he's been a thorn in the flesh of a defense of Team Northern, unable to keep him out. But there's a player down, and player in the number 11 jersey for Team Northern, Hussein Idrisu, as the player down and receiving treatment from the medical team. Done 55 minutes in the second half at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. It is the MTN Elite Under-19 Championship. This is day 2. And it is Brong Ahafo team who are up by 3 goals. They are the team spotted in the green jersey. And Team Northern are yet to find a strategy to cancel the goals being put in their net. There you have it. The technical side of Team Northern. Not looking too happy to see how things are going. But it's Team BA who will have the free kick. Team Northern stage up a 2-man wall. And Abubakar Abdul Malik, goalkeeper captain for Team Northern, telling his men to stage up the wall in a way to block that free kick. There's about 3 men from Team BA. Free kick quickly done. It's Otabo still with the ball with Team BA. A lot of white and black shirts around him. Loses possession, but Team BA still have the ball in possession there. And it's going to be Dominic with the ball. Dominic decides to take the ball back. Cross sends in. Defender dealt with from the Team Northern. Ball gets back to Team Northern once again, but it's Team BA who quickly gets back on the ball. Player is down, but referee says advantage. Cross gets in straight to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it quickly, but the ball returns back to Team BA. And it is Kumiatha who sends it back to his goalkeeper, Emmanuel. Emmanuel spread a play to the right side. It's going to be Ataobing. Ataobing also searches for Seyowusu. Seyowusu couldn't keep it. It's going to be Team Northern who couldn't really keep it in play. The pressing nature from Team BA forces a throw. Obing sends the ball back to Kwejosa Emmanuel, the goalkeeper of Team BA. Team BA sends it to Kumiatha. Kumiatha Maxwell being shot from the back and wins a free kick for Team BA. Team BA restarts quickly, and they'll be looking to build up from the back. Obing sends it to Emmanuel Boahin. Boahin sends it back to Obing. Obing sends it back to Kwejosa Emmanuel. Emmanuel sends it to Obing.
But I'm sure you pretty much noticed the difference, especially in the attack of or in the thinking of Team Northern. They're now pushing up, so they're trying to hold BA in their own half even before they make any incursion into theirs. And this seems to have worked quite a bit, but they still have not taken or mastered the art of recovering from soaking the pressure and then turning defense into attack. And that is what is letting Team Northern down at the moment. They are keeping the pressure high pretty much, which is okay for them. But again, they need to turn that superiority they are gaining from those high defenses into positivity in terms of opportunities at goal. That hasn't come as yet. We are close to about 60 minutes, 1 hour of playing time. And the last 30 minutes will tell a lot as to whether they can really turn the tables or will give BA an opportunity to probably cause more havoc in the game.
Boys with Boahin. Boahin sends a long one, searching for Otabel, but good reading there from the defense of Team Northern, forcing a throw. And it's going to be Team BA who effects the throw in. Ball is with Atta Obeng. Sensing a long one, searching for Otabel, but good clearance there from Hussein Idrisu for Team Northern. Taubin takes a shot once again. This time it goes out of play and it's going to be a throw-in for Team Northern. Throw-in being done, but Otabel gets the ball back. But it's Team Northern who still on their fighting spirit, but are yet to turn that fighting spirit into a goal. Linesman spots an infringement and it's going to be a free kick to Team BA. And we have about 3 men in the green shirt, number 7, number 8, and number 4. That is Gideon Otabel, Taubing, and Alinat Dominic, respectively. That is a one-man wall done by Team Northern. And it's going to be Otabel who sends his shot there. That is a late challenge there from Team Northern on a player number 12 jersey. Yahweh J wins a free kick for Team BA. That was a strong challenge there, and he was pointing that he got the ball, but the linesman noticed otherwise. It's going to be a free kick to Team BA, and Abubakar Abdul Malik, goalkeeper and captain for Team Northern, needs to be alert with his defensive duties and map up a 3-man wall. But we have Yahweh J and Otabel behind the ball, and see who is going to take this one. Yahweh J tried to squeeze it into the corner there, but quickly read there by Abubakar Abdul Malik. Sends a long throw. Ball searching for Team Northern player, but Team BA quickly clears the line, booting out the ball out to throw in for Team Northern, still holding the ball. They're sending across, but not really on target. Team Northern started strong in the second half, but it seems the energy and the power they started with has toned down a bit, and it's TBA. We start from the back, sensing a long one there. The idea was there, but the execution was not good. Goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Team Northern. sends in a long throw. But it's Team BA who are not going to give any chances to Team Northern, but there's a player down. It could be Mazel Cramps. And you can see that he's up again. Ata Obeng, one of the workaholic players for Team BA. Done so much running on the pitch. Player gets down, but referee says play on. And it's Team BA, ball with Otabel. Spread play to his colleague, and it's Hafiz with the ball. Hafiz sends the ball back to Maxwell. Maxwell takes it back to Hafiz. Hafiz sends the ball back to his colleague, Boahin. Boahin sends it back to Emmanuel, goalkeeper. Goalkeeper takes it back to Maxwell. Maxwell also sends it back to his colleague. They try to play on the left side, but ball gets back to Maxwell again. And it's just short passes there, but this time Maxwell spread it long there. The Team Northern get back to win possession, and they will love to build from the back. Short passes there from Team Northern to open up the spaces there, and let's see, the chase is on. Are they going to do something about this? Still ball in possession with Team Northern is sending a long shot, but this time goalkeeper had a tip on that. It's a lovely drive there from Team Northern player Abdul Musowe.
Yeah, he did very well. Kept the pressure on as they came forward, but got an intrusion just before he delivered. That was the pass that gave him the opportunity. Now look at it, well, close marking from the defense. Yes, so he's going to win a free kick for his side for that late challenge that came in from Mohamed Hafiz. But again, it's a strong challenge indeed, and an opportunity to get one on target. Effort thwarted, which means that Team BA put pressure on themselves as they have to organize to defend this opportunity. But that was a grueling tackle, and you can see the grimace on the face of the player down, that yes indeed he really felt that touch a couple of seconds ago. But pretty much an upliftment of what we saw in the first half from Team Northern. At least they're getting into the open spaces, they are putting their passes together. They still haven't perfected the art of turning all that dominance into superiority. But as the game progresses, and with 66 minutes gone in the game, there are lots more opportunities to come their way. Even for Team BA, in my humble opinion, looks like they've taken their foot off the pedal for a little while, and they've allowed Team Northern, to come into the game and claw back some pride. Obviously, for those who are watching from a distance, they would want to believe that, yes, indeed, we're seeing some amount of positivity. But after winning yesterday's game, Northern regions will find themselves in a position to at least push a bit more further to see whether they can get not only the opportunities, but the goals, as it were. Kwajoza Emmanuel, the goalkeeper and captain for Team Eastern, directing traffic there. Let's see what opportunities will come out of this free kick. Eastern will have to defend as a four-man wall, but again, Team Northern have options behind the ball. Could it be the effort of Muba? Yes, the pressure is on. The pressing was good, but again, the reaction didn't come as quickly as one would have wanted. Good thinking on the part of goalkeeper Kwajoza Emmanuel. And let's see how deep they can put the pressure on. The shot comes, is fired from a distance, but it's blocked. And a quick takeover by Team BA. They've got space in front of them. Lovely pass. Comes down to the near side. Oh, Blessing is blessed with that left foot of his. And unfortunately, the final delivery from Gideon Otabil, not the kind of blessing that he would have wanted.
Yeah, Otabil is always fan of tricky moments, but many a times his final delivery is what he needs to work on. That's the man on your screen there, Gideon Otabil.
We've seen a couple of players with sweet left foots. Gideon, probably one of them, but he's not really hit the target as yet.
His finishing has been poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been difficult. Time for substitutions, changing the old guard and bringing in some new ones as well, which is good for Team and Northern. So on comes Dominic Arthur, and the player he's substituted is Abdul Hakim Abdullahi. And then we also witness Yankee Ahmed. Yankee Ahmed also getting ready to join his colleagues on the field of play. And the player going out is Idrisu Mikdad. So again, they will need a lot more of those fresh limbs coming onto the field with Yankee Ahmed. And so with the changes done, let's see what kind of impact it will have on the game. Good defending, a header out there from Team BA, but it gives them the opportunity. Back pass, and Northern quickly would want to get out of danger zone, but they are being harassed now by Team BA. Instructions issued from the BA bench. Here's an opportunity for Team Northern. Can they strike gold from this build-up? They're still coming forward. There's an opportunity for the cross. The cross is on. Ooh, goalkeeper went down for that, but he did not communicate with the man in front of him. And so he nearly messed it all up.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster there. A miscommunication from Atao Bing and his goalkeeper. A cross being sent in there, but neatly dealt with the defense of Team BA. Now they come out. Blessing with the ball. Strong challenge there. Tackle from Team Northern. Francis Xavier with that strong challenge. Not the ball he was searching for to his colleague. But referee Ibrahim Abdul Basit whistles for a halt. Players to have a cooling break. That's also equally important.
Yeah, they need to replenish the energy to keep them going. At least they've got the next 20 minutes or so to live up to expectation, as it were. And very careful about this, and it's all part of the package that comes with the competition, especially at the youth levels. We saw a lot of the water break during the KGL under 17 and other youth competitions, and so we need to ensure that we still keep strong and fresh to the end of the game. It's been a lot of running, and don't forget the weather has been high intermittently, and so it's good enough. But again, an opportunity to see whether you can outwit your opponent in the last 20 minutes. That's very important. Team BA are looking good, they're looking comfortable, they're looking confident too anytime they are on the ball. And had this competition been played in the Brong Ahafo region, probably the Sunyani Coronation Park, one thing synonymous about BA is that when a goal is scored, they don't shout goal, they shout BA. You know, so I'm sure if the fans were here, we would have heard BA about 3 times based on every goal that is scored. But that's the interesting thing about football in that part of the country. They love their football. They almost always follow their teams to the stadium to give them support. And so obviously they are here in Accra, out of their comfort zone. They would want to make their people back home proud, and so we'll do everything possible to ensure that at least they live up to expectation. But so far it's been a encouraging. It's been very good. I'm not looking too much about the teams that won and the teams that lost, but we've seen some quality football. We've also seen an appreciation of the levels of understanding of the game, and these youngsters are putting that to the test. As we also indicated from the start of the competition, it is an opportunity for us all as Ghanaians to also see the kind of and the levels of content that we have and quality that we have at the youth level, which should be able to help us put formidable and winsome teams together. That's the BA coming forward from their own half. They're still going forward. It looks good. And again, that cultured left foot of that young man, Gideon Otabil, this time again, does not live up to expectation. NY.
Yeah, that is what I've been saying about Gideon Otabil. He has that sweet left foot, very good on the eye when he's doing that, his dribbling abilities, but yet again, his finishing product is what he needs to work on. Spread play there, but this time, goalkeeper Abdul Malik Abubakar will gather that up. Malik Abubakar sends in a long one. Chase is going to be on, but being dealt with by Maxwell Arthur Kumi for Team BA. Throwing being done by Team Northern, but they lose possession there. And Team BA also clears the line out to throw. Throwing being done. It's Team Northern who still have ball in possession. Are they going to shoot from this direction? It does it, but that's off target. And you see Team BA are not in a hurry to restart proceedings. Goalkeeper Emmanuel sends the ball to Atta Tobing. Tobing also spread play to Dominic. Dominic gets it back to Hafiz. Hafiz also sends it back to Maxwell. Maxwell sends it back to Uswansa. Try to hold up play, and referee was at the right place at the right time, spotted that infringement on Uswan Osei Owusu. Free kick done quickly there. Two players against Otabil, and the defenders clear their line. Is going to be a throw-in for Team BA. Down 76 minutes. And it's Team BA 3, Team Northern 0. Throwing being done by Team BA, and a long drive from nowhere caught the attention of Team Northern goalkeeper Abdul Malik Abubakar. Did well on that occasion, going down there to stop that shot from entering into the net, forcing a corner for Team BA. It's going to be a corner kick for Team BA. Works a shot, sends in a long one. Clearance of the header, but a shot gets through and it's a goal. Goal number 4 for Team BA. Just from nowhere. And this time, it is the man that we've been talking about with his finishing product. Gideon Otabil gets on the score sheet.
Good work done. Again, is that left foot of his that was brought to bear on the defense of Team Northern. I'm not too sure whether the defending was the best that they could have done, but again, got the opportunity and a quick turn. Now, you see, because the ball is coming from the other side of the field, goalkeeper positioned himself in the center just to see which angle the ball would go. But quick thinking from Gideon, he did the twist and the turn, and that may have confused the goalkeeper quite a bit, and so he was too far out to have stretched to his elastic limits. Tried as he did, there you see the turn and then the shot. It could have gone this way, it could have gone the other way. But that's good thinking on the part of the youngster Gideon Otabil, and he adds his name to the score sheet and his goal to the tally.
Good thinking there from Gideon Otabil. Just turning and having a snapshot to beat the goalkeeper. And making it 4 for Team BA. and Northern Region are yet to have answers to what Team BA have thrown at them. And there they go again, Team BA, fancying their chances from the right flank there. And still holding on, and Alinat Dominic hold on play and get a throw. Team BA execute that quickly. So Osei Owusu loses possession there, and it's Team Northern who quickly gets that out. And the chase is going to be on from Team Northern, but calmly done there by Team BA. Spread a play there, and player moved too quickly there. He's been judged offside, Yahweh J. But Team Northern sends the ball in, and they tend to lose possession once again. Ata Obing with the ball, sends it back to his goalkeeper Emmanuel. Emmanuel sends it to Maxwell. Maxwell gives it to Hafiz. Hafiz takes it back to Maxwell. Maxwell searches Obing. Obing lays it to Blessing, but Blessing loses possession there, and let's see what they can do with this. He sends a long drive, and what a save there from Kwajosa Emmanuel, and look at how he's shouting on his players.
He's the captain. He's the captain, and so he needs to lead by example.
They gave him so much space there, and he drive that ball, but oh, what a save there from Kwajosa Emmanuel to deny that shot.
That's one of the few opportunities that have come the way of Team Northern to really test the might of goalkeeper Kojosa. He obviously would not be happy with the positioning of the men in front of him, and like I told you earlier on, there'll be a lot of screaming from the goalkeepers, because they are the captains, and so win or lose, the onus falls on them to ensure that they organize the men on the field of play very well. A couple of players coming into the Team BA team. Abdul Majid Ibrahim is one of them, and the number 2 shirt, and they take off Theophilus Intifo. And let's see what Ubedankwa can also do as he also gets ready to come on to join his colleagues for the last 10 minutes of the match. 4 goals to the good for Team BA. There's no turning back, and tried as Team Northern did in terms of lifting up their game, they still have not found the antidote to overcome Team BA. And so quick substitutions, quick changes. The effect is yet to be seen. Referee notices some heckling in the 18-yard box, and we'll sort that one out very quickly before the corner kick is effected. Here comes the corner kick. Drilled in nicely, but it goes back to the corner kick taker. Goes past one, pushes it on through the middle. Good recovery from Team BA. Cuts through the 2 players and takes his time before he pushes forward. Yao with the pass. That's a long telling pass, but it goes straight to goalkeeper, who brings it back into play.
And it's Team Northern who will be having the ball there. Spread a play there, but they lose possession to Team BA. Team BA will be very happy to see Team Northern losing possession so easily to them. They send the ball back to build up play, slowing the tempo of the game. Making short passes there. Maxwell lays it to his colleague. They send it back to. Now it's Obing who loses possession there. A low drive there, but that cannot work the goalkeeper.
Too feeble from from Yankee. And that obviously will not beat the goalkeeper in post for Team BA. Kwajosa tries to go through the middle. Good recovery by Justice Aha. Slowly but surely, one step forward, they keep coming. Pressure on the defense of team BA, but they deal with it nicely. Later this afternoon, we will see Eastern Region and Western Region in action. And that will be a game to watch. Eastern won their first match. Western lost their first match. Good turn. But then booted out. Referee noticed an infringement. An advantage will go to Team Northern.
Organize! Organize! Organize!
Northern team player down. And that was what made him go down there. Team player Al-Hassan Sumaila for Team Northern. Rocking the number 8 jersey. And he is behind the ball. 3-man wall being done by Team BA. Now let's see. Sumaila sensing a long one, but took a deflection there, and it's going to be a corner to Team Northern. Team Northern are probing, but it's just not enough for them to get it on target. Corner being taken quickly. There was a head that connected that corner, but it was way over the bar. Not going to trouble Team BA. But there you see Kwejosa Emmanuel still on his defense. He's up 4 goals, but he's not allowing the Team North to have any goal for him to even concede. Obeng sends it to Dominic. Dominic loses possession there, but he quickly recovers back, and ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Team BA. Hussein does it quickly there. Ball still in possession with Team Northern, but there comes Team BA. Quickly clears that. Cross, get in, but straight to the goalkeeper. Not going to trouble Kwejosa Emmanuel. Emmanuel sensing a long one, but the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Team BA. Player is down from Team Northern. That could be Crumbs.
Yeah, probably. Some of these legs are very tired. Again, don't forget Northern were in action yesterday before playing their second game today. So again, you can understand when the limbs go numb in that regard. But again, I've really liked the way the technical team of Team Northern tried to reorganize the team. They came out in the second half with a lot of improvement in their game, kept the pressure on, wanting to play the high-tide game, and of course stopping their opponents in their half before they get to theirs. But the finishing has not been the best as they would have wanted, and that has really let them down. On the other hand, Team BA have been more purposeful up front. The build-ups have been sweet. They've made a lot of inroads into enemy territory. They also realized that there were loopholes and gaps in their defense. They took advantage of them. And here they are, 4 goals up. And still looking good. Organize themselves as they come forward. Team Northern chasing shadows at this stage. Difficult for them to regroup and organize. Maxwell Kumi lays on the pass, and it gets Team BA going, unfortunately. Eye of the ball, throwing advantage to Team Northern. And I guess from this stage it will be a stroll in the park till the referee lowers the curtain. on this game. They still will keep probing, though, Team Northern. But again, Team BA are showing that they are very resolute in defense. Now would want to turn defense into attack. That's good thinking as they come forward. Enterprisingly, again, they are taking advantage of the loopholes that the Northern team has created. Flag is up on the near side. And again, for a minute, just before the referee blows the whistle, let's also applaud the effort of the Catch Them Young referees, officiating officials of this game. They've had it spot on, minimal mistakes, but of course the instructors are here to walk them through those mistakes and make sure that they don't commit them as often as they would have wanted. And so referee Alex Kote is here. Referee Jones Akubiem is also here, as well as referee Seidu Bomison, all throwing in an effort to support this young generation of future match officials. Seconds away from the 90th minute mark, we definitely would have a couple of minutes of add-on time, but we have done 90 minutes of action, and according to our fourth official, Felix Amponsan, we've got 3 minutes of add-on time. 3 minutes is a lot in association football. A lot of things can happen. Thankfully, Team BA would want to take a well-deserved break after this game, their first match. They've had a feel of the competition and what it takes. And I think they are the last team to have had an opportunity to play. We've seen all the regions play so far. A couple of them stand out, but it's still early days. Difficult to tell which of them will go very far. But it's been good enough, and I'm sure that the intended targets set by the Ghana Football Association with support coming from MTN should be able to meet the kind of standards that they've been setting. Opportunity coming, goalkeeper comes out, and well, he narrowed the angle, and so it was difficult for Team BA to score. But that young man, Nobet Dankwa, knows that. Could have done much better with that. But let's also give credit to goalkeeper Abubakar Abdul Malik for narrowing the angle.
Yeah, credit to the goalkeeper. I mean, Obed should have done better on that occasion. He has so much to open up his body, but credit to the goalkeeper making himself large to narrow the angle for Dankwa to squeeze that past him.
Good footwork there from the youngster Al Hassan Sumaila in the number 8 jersey for Team North. Second assistant referee Elvis Ajoyi. He's also performed creditably on the far side. There's a forward thrust now by Team BA. Good skill from Yawa J and Co. into the 18-yard box. It could be 5. It is 5. And so the whitewashing has been done and dusted. Couple of seconds remaining in the game, but again Team BA kept pushing and pushing and would want to finish with a plum, and Obed Dankwa does us the honors.
Good teamwork done by Team BA. This time Obed Dankwa made sure he put that past the goalkeeper. Also beautiful assist there, and equally a good finish there from Dankwa Obed, getting on the score sheet.
Referee brings the game to an end, and it's been a wonderful experience. Of course, first time of asking for Team BA, and they have lived up to expectation. Couple of goals in the first half, a couple more in the second half, ensured that they had total control of the game right from the blast of the referee's whistle. Obed Dankwa getting the last goal for Team BA. Not a good outing for Abubakar Abdul Malik, but again, not giving up hope. There are still a couple of matches ahead to be played by these teams, and the tide could turn in anyone's favor. But all in all, it's been wonderful. It's been good. Our Catch Them Young referees once again have been inch perfect with the decisions that they've taken on the field of play. Of course, they've been also guided by the referee instructors who are here with them in camp. It's all over in this second match of the day, and at the end of it all, it's Brong Ahafo region who have beaten the northern region by 5 goals to 0. Congratulations to the team, but of course, better luck next time to Team Northern. They played 2 matches, won 1, lost 1. Team BA have played 1 match, and they have hammered Team Northern, which means that there's a lot to look forward to as these teams get themselves ready for match day 3. But of course, still to come, there are 2 games. We'll be bringing one to you live in the comfort of your homes, wherever you are. Team Eastern, Team Western are set to entertain us with their brand of football. Team Eastern won their first match. Team Western lost their first game. And so let's see how they also bounce back to glory days. But it's been good, it's been wonderful, it's been exciting, and we will be having a brief chat with the most valuable player at the end of it all. But again, let's walk you through the processes of the goals that were scored. Wonderful display from Team BA, also looking confident, also looking strong. One of the exciting teams that we've seen so far in the competition. They've taken the bull by the horns. They attacked with every opportunity that they could lay hands on, and they buried the goals with ease.
Gideon Otabo, man of the match for this game. Not only that, you got on the score sheet. How do you feel?
I feel amazing, and it's a privilege, to be taken as the MVP. First of all, I give the thanks to Almighty, and secondly to my teammates for they helping me to achieve this MVP. I really appreciate that. Shout out to my teammate. Let's get into the game. This is your first match, and you're on the score sheet, and you won about 5 goals. How do you see the game? Honestly, the game was tough. We tried to push harder to our limit. We tried to, work as a team that, lead us to our scoring. All right. Yeah. Gideon Otabo, once again, congratulations. Thank you, sir. All right.
Here we go. Keeping their eye on the ball, is sending the cross into the 18-yard box. Goalkeeper is committed, misses the first opportunity, bumps into a Northern Region player.
Team BA, see that first one from the goalkeeper. The second one got touch on the ball, but clashed in with
controlled nicely. Did he keep it in play? Yes, he did. And it's Team BA on the offensive once again. Team Northern at this stage are trying to close in on
it's not to allow them space to operate.
And during the halftime break, build up from behind. Northern Region say thank you very much. They gather their lines very well. We're waiting for the cross, and the cross comes from Al Hassan Sumaila, but it was well dealt with. Here's an opportunity for Team Northern. That was close. Simple clearance. An opportunity for Team B. He's looking to latch onto it with that left foot of his. The idea was good. And Gideon.
See if he's going to get a cross in. Eventually does that. Goalkeeper comes out, but the defenders are there to a big kick there from Team Northern. And what a move there from Otabo. Otabo, very tricky player he is. In defender dealt with from the Team Northern. Ball gets back to Team Northern once again, but it's Team B who quickly gets back on the ball. Player is down, but referee says advantage. Cross gets in. Otabo who sends his shot there. That is a free kick for Team B. That was a strong challenge there. Short passes there from Team Northern to open up the spaces there. And let's see, the chase is on. Are they going to do something about this? Still ball in possession with Team Northern is sending a long shot.
Before he delivered, that was the pass that gave him the opportunity. Now look at it, well, close marking from the defense, yes. So he's going to win a free kick for his side for that late challenge that came in from Mohamed Hafiz. But again, it's a strong challenge indeed. And an opportunity to options behind the ball. Could it be the effort of Yes! The pressing, the options behind the ball. Could it be the effort of Yes! The pressing, the pressure is on. The pressing was good. But again,
neatly dealt with the defense of Team BA. Now they come out. Blessing.
Thank you very much, viewers, for staying with us, and let's also humbly welcome the the president of the Ghana Football Association and second CAF vice president. It's a role that I need to get used to because I have a rich history with President K.T.S. Okreku during the bringing back of the MTN FA Cup. I see you have a special relationship with MTN and they're supporting this time around. But thank you very much for your time, Mr. President. We'd like to find out from you, what was the thought, what was the thinking that went into generating a competition for our under-19 players? I know you've got a special eye for the young and growing the talent. And I also know that you've done very well to get our under-17s a lot more competition and our under-15s as well. Is it basically the same thought that went into this maiden edition?
Well, I think that when we started, shall I say, the first phase of our journey into the revival of the Ghanaian game, we launched a crusade which we termed Fixing the Fundamentals, and making sure that the fundamentals of our football ecosystem is strengthened and made much stronger. And one of the key pillars was to revive Cole's football, and in totality to give weight and energy to youth football in our country. So you would also realize that in recent times we have amplified that strategy with what we have called the Power to the Youth strategy, okay? Giving emphasis and energy to the youth of our country, because we believe that to create a very sustainable and reliable football ecosystem where players will have a reliable pathway from the bottom up to the top, there was a need for us to create the pathway very early, hence our decision to introduce the U15s and then U17s and now the U19s, which is a very critical age group in player development. Beyond that, we have introduced the age-specific national teams just to make sure that all the national teams, age-specific, are given the needed attention. Today, you would find the assistant coach of the U-19 here, Eric Bequin, scouting. You will find the head coach of the U-20, Max here, scouting. And same strategy had been deployed during the U15 tournament and then the U17 tournament. We recently had the U17 tournament for girls. So we're giving power to the youth, making sure that we have a solid foundation, we have a clear pathway for talents to grow through the ladder, so to say, and to be able to feed our A national teams here. We're talking about the Black Queens and the Black Stars.
I see. Obviously laudable ideas that you have. One may want to find out, so how easy has it been adaptable, especially getting support to, as it were, keep you running the competitions at the age levels?
Well, I think that it's been very difficult, to be honest, to be sincere. It's been very difficult. But primarily, we've relied on our partnership with the FIFA, who have absolute trust in what we're doing. So, for example, with the U15 tourneys, FIFA came in handy to support us. The U17, KGL ever present to support us. And now with the U19s, we have MTN. MTN has been a partner of the FA for many, many years. You remember, we were together when we collectively revived the FA Cup in the 2010-2011 football season. And MTN has kept faith with the FA Cup from then up to today. And now they are also investing in our national teams, the Black Queens, Princesses, Black Stars, the Black Starlets, and the Elite U19 Championship. This is a platform that will enable our players who play in the second division leagues across the country to get the needed national and international attention. The games are being broadcasted by your good self. What that means is that every talent is being seen across the world. And when we speak about igniting passion and creating wealth, this is a clear example of what that means.
I see. Okay. I cannot leave you without talking about, and if you would pardon me, does this all tally in with the Catch Them Young Referees program? Because at every age limit competition, we have seen them perform, and they seem to be getting better and better, to the extent that we understand that there's been a lot of graduation from this level to the first divisions and even the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, I think that the Catch Them Young refereeing strategy has been one of the, shall I say, most pivotal strategies that we have deployed over time, and I'm extremely happy about how it has turned out to be, even though I know that there's a need for injection of more resources. More resources here means cash resources, or shall I say money and human capital, so to say, because the kids definitely need more attention. But what we have done successfully has been the fact that we have brought on board these kids to every youth tournament that the FA has organized, yes. Be it U15, be it U17, be it U19, like we have seen today. Yeah. The first generation from the Catch Them Young are officiating the Women's Premier League in the Division 1 League and in the top flight. I mean, we saw Nations against Krobia, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. We saw Dreams FC against Hearts of Oak. These are proud products from the Catch Them Young, and I have always said that when I have served and gone, people remember me for the good things that I did for Ghana. Many decades ago, there was a man called Kwame Nkrumah who was never understood by the people of our country because of sometimes his weird policies that he rolled out. But today, you look through our country and you see the Temamoto Way, you see Akosombo Dam, you see the universities, and you are like, oh, who did this? Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, I'm not saying I'm Kwame Nkrumah, I'm Kurt, but I know that sometimes people do not really understand some of the things that we do, or people do not immediately appreciate some of the things that we do, or some of the decisions that we make. But over time, I think it's showing. I'm extremely happy that our Black Stars are back on the African continent after several attempts. And I've always said that given where we took Ghana football from, we'll have bumpy periods, we'll have tough periods, we'll have challenging periods, we'll have some failures, but we'll also have some joyous moments, and joy will come one day. And I'm happy the Black Stars are back on the African continent. The Princesses are on their way again, on their way to qualification to the Mondial. The Maidens will be back in the Grand Style. I mean, we took them to Malta for the tournament, and we know the kind of quality that exists in that U-17 girls team. The Black Stars are back at the Mondial, and I think the whole country is buzzing. I think generally we are having a very good period. I'm here wearing the Ghana Premier League shirt. This is to encourage the young lads that you see here today, that look, if they play well here at the second division level, they can come up here to the Ghana Premier League. And the Ghana Premier League, like I said in the beginning of my socials, is enjoying perhaps the best period ever, the best Premier League ever. By way of quality of play, by way of officiating, by way of the incentives to the clubs, by way of the visuals. I think that there's been massive improvement from what Africa is used to seeing from Ghana, and we are very happy. You go back to Division 1 and it's the same. I mean, the kind of motivation we're offering to the leadership of our Division 1 club owners, our Women Premier League club owners, I think that we are in a new era of our game, and God being on our side, this success story will continue.
Thank you very much for giving us a little bit of your time. We know you are very, very busy with all the schedules and new ideas that you're coming up with. But we appreciate your time, and we can only support you from the media point of view with most of your success stories.
And in departing, let me say thank you to maxtv for all the support over the years. I think that if today people are enjoying domestic football, it's as a result of the massive investment from maxtv and your partners over time. It is something that I don't take for granted personally, and let's continue to work together. Between myself and you, I think I owe you a lot, but unfortunately I'm a poor man, not having too much resources to part away, but I'll continue to pray for you.
Thank you very much, sir. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Play. Yao sends a cross in, and that goes at the
Team B. They kept attacking and attacking. Yao did very well to maintain his composure here, and look at the connection. Pretty much Bami was left unmarked in the 18-yard box, so all he had to do was a tap in.
That was a good teamwork goal there.
Yep.
Yao spotted a run from Kingsford Edubami, and once again, where was the marking on Kingsford? He just ran through the defense.
That long throw in, solidly headed out by Hussein Abdul Majid. But he's still hanging in there. Oh! They make it look so simple on the field of play. No problems at all.
Exactly, the fundamental stuff is what you need. Simple, easy as it is. Michael Osei-Owusu had that simple task to do. And look at that from Gideon Otabo. He spotted the run from Michael Osei-Owusu, and he had that simple task to do. Just head it coolly. Works a shot, sends in a long one. Clearance of the header, but a shot gets through, and it's a goal. Goal number 4 for
Team Northern. I'm not too sure whether the defending was the best that they could have done, but again got the opportunity and a quick turn. Now you see, because the ball is coming from the other side of the field, goalkeeper positioned himself in the center just to see which angle the ball would go. But quick thinking from Gideon, he did the twist and the turn, and that may have confused the goalkeeper quite a bit. And so he was too far out to have stretched to his elastic limit. Tried as he did there, you see the turn and then the shot. It could have gone. There's a forward thrust now by Team BA. Good skill from Yawa J and Co. into the 18-yard box. It could be 5. It is 5. In the game, but again, Team BA kept pushing and pushing, and would want to finish with a plum. And Obed Dankwa does us the honors.
Good teamwork done by Team BA. This time, Obed Dankwa made sure he put that past the goalkeeper.